Question number 1. How did you come up with the concept of snapping for this video? Snapping is something I do a lot, doing this whole thing. If I get stuck on ideas, writing, trying to say something, like, whatever. And then the whole concept of the video came from a movie I did called Flashback 3 years ago. And in the movie, 2 time officers go back in time to save the future president, played by the guy who's talking right now. And in the movie, there are fireballs and people running around and a whole bunch of other craziness. For the HappySlip video, I want to do all the fireball stuff without the fireballs, if that makes sense. Basically taking the exact same way, the exact same process of how we shot it without the flash.
Alright, look, we gotta go.
So technically my special effect was snapping. And then the snapping thing, you could even say it comes from Dream of Jeanie.
Yes. Yeah.
Except Jeanie had the nod, I had the snap. But you could even say it's a tribute to the sick guy. Question number 2. Where did the idea of snapping to get dressed come from? And the answer to that question is, again, Flashback. At the end of Flashback is this big fireball fight scene. Originally, Skyler, the good guy, was supposed to get hit by a fireball in the fight, and his shirt was supposed to be charred. So you see a shirt, and then you see a fireball, and then you see his new shirt with this big hole in the middle. We didn't have time to shoot it, and we didn't have an extra shirt to shoot it either. So when I started throwing around ideas for this video, I sort of thought of that and realized that I hadn't done it. So in the video, all the clothes changing is just my way of letting the audience know where the whole snapping thing is going. And then within that, you have all of these different changes. Everything's in order, and all of it is in one take. And then within that, you have 3 character cameos. The first character cameo is the brown shirt and no pants, which I'm sure a lot of people will claim on their lives that I took from Steven. No. That is actually from a video I did called Dubsack and Schwins. And it's a video about 2 sock puppets and their random everyday life events. And in that video, I actually played 2 characters. One is a character who wears a brown shirt, and he takes a dump in a urinal in a public restroom. Now, since I don't have that brown shirt, I had to improvise with the one I wear in the video. And the second character is one of 2 guys who enter a stall together and do things. I'll let you watch that and see what happens. The second character cameo is the president from Flashback. And then the third character is Blind Man Dan, a character I play who is a blind bum that lives at a school. And within those 3 cameos, you have Dubsack, you have Flashback, and then you have Blind Man Dan. Dubsack was one of the first videos I did. Flashback was the video that kind of set up this whole video of tennis. And then Blind Man Dan is the last video. Blind Man Dan is the last video I did before the tennis video. It's also the last video I did with my friend Jonathan. So you have this whole metaphoric thing going on from beginning to present, from past to present, from where I've started to where I am now. There you go.